Hey guys, welcome. I'm going to show you how I trim a foot in my trays. This is a beginner video, so I'm going to do it step by step. So let's jump right into it. All right, so I'm going to trim up this little incense tray and give you a little step-by-step process on how I do so. I have a few of these, so I just wanted to do a little uncut video of me trimming these so that you can get some tips and tricks. So I start by tap centering right here. Kind of check the thickness by the sound of tapping it. Going to go ahead and use my flat edge of my tool to be very careful and take off a little tiny layer on the top. I'm not trying to dig into it too much, just trying to make it nice and flat so that you see right here my tool is not bouncing up and down when I rub it. That's just going to make sure the foot is nice and flat. Next, I'll take down a little bit of the sidewall with the flat edge too, and then go into it with the corner. And now I have my outside of my foot established, and I'll go ahead and clean up the side. Need a little bit more water. This happens. It dried up a little bit whenever I was setting up the camera. Tap centering is a good practice. Just takes a little bit of time to learn. Press down, make sure it's nice and secured. Now I'm going to use this little curved edge of the tool to do an initial dig into the foot. Just like that. Do it nice and slow. And I kind of hold it with my left hand, and then it's like this. We go into the clay, just like that. And it leaves a nice dig so that now I can use the same edge to just dig out the rest. Now to finish up the inside, I'll use the flat edge and take it out, just like that. Give it a little bit of an angle on the outside. If you do adjust the outside, you want to adjust the side. It's looking about where I want it. Do a final little polish on the top of the foot. I guess the direct bottom it would be. Polishing up with a sponge just a little bit. After that, if you have grog in your clay, you might want to hit it with a finger, just the skin of your finger. Just give it a nice little polish up. You want to observe it. You want the foot to be right at where the inside and outside meet, so it looks like the ring is just sitting right on top. That's ideal. I'll go ahead and add my stamp. I like to do it all right here because I don't glaze all the way down. Flipping this guy over here. These are little incense trays, so I use my needle tool to poke the hole. This is about the right size for a Nag Champa, pretty standard incense. There it is, all trimmed up. And I'll go ahead and do another one for y'all just so you can see the repetition. I try to make these all a little different. This is kind of an item that people buy one at a time, so I'm a little more free with them. So put it on, tap center into place. Then I run my flat edge right here to make it flat. This is a Mud Tools trim tool. Once I make it nice and flat, I'll take in the edge and really establish that foot. You can see it coming together. I'll run down the side just a hair. I want to keep some of this natural throw lines right there. Then I'll use the curved edge right here to dig in a little bit more, just like earlier. Taking it down to about where this meets. Clear it out with the curved edge. Once you're close, you can start hitting it with the flat. Slowly go into the foot. You don't want to rush this because you want the clay to catch up to the tool. Polishing up a little bit. using the sponge. Polishing up with a damp finger. Your finger helps push the grog back down. After that, I'm going to put my stamp in. This stamp I got off Etsy. It's a little bronze stamp. Polish up, stamp it up. Just pull towards you a little bit. Make sure you secure most of it. And I'm going to put my incense stick holes here. It's a great seller in my shop. I can't keep these on the shelf. And if it pokes through a little bit too far, just polish that out. There we go.